about the relationship between SP and SV. So I think you are the member of this channel. We are in the member of this school. So if you don't be a member of this school, then first of all subscribe in order to get more. So this one school is the source of skills. Pay attention, don't skip for that. So then for discussing SP and CV, so remember that CP is molar heat capacity, molar heat capacity at constant pressure. So then CV is molar heat capacity at constant volume. So to prove this, first of all, we use the first law of thermodynamics. The first law of thermodynamics is called what? So the change of Q is equal the change of internal energy plus the work done by the system. It means that the energy entering the system is equal to the internal energy plus work done by the system. So then, according to that, remember that in general, this K is equal mc dt. So this is called specific heat capacity. So when you multiply C and C, this is called heat capacity. So at the constant volume, work is equal P dV. So because the volume is the constant, so dV is equal to 0 because the volume is not changed. So in that case, work is equal to 0. So if the work is equal to 0, then the change of energy or the heat is equal to the change of internal energy. In that case, by substituting that, so it means that C for the constant volume times dt is equal to the change of internal energy. So the internal energy of constant volume is equal to that. So if the internal energy at constant volume, it means that the internal energy is dependent to the temperature. So for more, any more depend to this mass. So then the internal energy is equal mCV dt. So at the constant pressure, we have a Cp. So if we have a Cp, then replace the key according to this formula by Cp dt is equal internal energy plus work. So for any more, so this also there is mCp dt is equal mCv dt plus work. So from the idle gas, then work is equal P dV. So by idle gas, this is the same to what NR dt for that. So this is the work. You place this in our question. So then you see mCp dt is equal what? Is equal mCv dt plus nR dt. So here there is dt, n, dt, n, dt. When you factorize n dt, here the remaining Cp is equal n dt Cv plus R. So divide by both sides, this n dt, n dt. So then Cp is equal Cv plus R. So in that case, Cp minus Cv is equal R. So it means that the relationship between that and that is equal Cp minus Cv is equal R. Remember that this R is equal, a Boltzmann constant is equal 8.31 joules per kilo per day. So then this is Raymond or Boltzmann constant. So also, according to that, because this is equal positive, it is equal to that, Cp is greater than to Cv. So it means that at constant pressure, the molar heat capacity at constant pressure always is greater than to molar heat capacity at constant volume. So this is the proof of relationship between Cp and Cv for thermodynamics. So remember to subscribe also. If you have any question, write on the comment. So we are together. Next time we discuss for other parameters. If you need to ask a question, if you need to give us the suggestion, write on the comment. We are together. I love you too. Good.